Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Will and Wise.
The Dog Show Drive.
That's right. I'm Will Alexander.
And I'm Y.
You are. You
I
don't know why, but
am.
you are.
Don't
This
know
week in the Dog Show
why.
Drive, we're going to talk about the shows across America because there's
Yeah.
no shows in Canada. We're going
Nothing.
to talk about the Andy Linton roast, which was a big
Yep.
success, and we're going to talk about how to plan your year if you have some goals that you've set in the dog show world this year.
Yep.
All that
And more.
on this week's edition of Will and Wise.
The Dog Show Drive.
Turning like waves in the sea. You show myself to me. You let me down easily. Oh, that's the way you come to me. I'm head over heels, and I'm always gonna be. That's okay. I love the way you come to me.
Well, hi, Y. We're back.
Hi, Will. We are back. Once
We're
again.
back.
We're back.
Yeah, yeah. Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, I did.
I guess we've been back since the holiday, haven't
Yeah, we were back we were back right before. So it is Happy New Year.
we? Yeah, true enough.
Yeah.
True enough.
It is Happy New Year. So far, so good.
So far, so good. Well, look where I am. Like, look at.
Yeah, you and your beach scenes.
Yeah, right. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going back out there on the beach. I'm just gonna, you know,
Yeah.
read and soak up the rays.
There you go.
It's not working. I'm still cold. I'm trying
Yeah.
though. So
Look at me. I got my house, as you
looks like
call
your
it, my
house coat.
house coat.
Looks like you wore your house coat to work today.
I'm chilly. I'm chilly. I don't know why it gets so cold in here. It is super cold. It's 68 degrees in here.
That
Turn
is
up,
cold. Yeah,
turn up the
that's cold.
thermostat, Carolyn. She's falling down on her dog.
It's
Yeah.
like your dad's watching the thermostat. Get away from them.
Exactly. So, what did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? I don't think I did a lot. I watched Palm Springs.
Oh yeah.
I watched your brother on Palm Springs. I watched him Judge the Herding Group.
Oh, that's right. Everybody told me about that.
Yeah,
I didn't get to watch it because I was away myself. But yeah.
he makes a lot of faces. He makes a lot of faces. And with his earring, he looks like kind of a mean pirate when he's judging.
Arr,
Ah, take your dog.
nasty mateys. Take them around.
Is that Bailey's?
It's not. It's chocolate milk.
Oh, okay. It's in kind of a Bailey's goblet, though.
I know we drink everything out of wine glasses at the office.
just to make it seem
Just-
normal, right?
Yeah, so it's fancy.
Just so it's normal. When you were away showing your dog this weekend, friend of the show, Doug Carlson, sent me some snapshots of you sitting at your
I
groom,
was drinking wine.
sitting at your green table.
I was having lunch. I was having my
having
lunch.
a glass of wine for lunch at the dog show.
I had a salad.
We don't promote that, little boys and girls.
No, not until you get our age
Oh, I still don't.
and all hope is gone. Then you just do what you need to
Hope's
do.
in Mexico, isn't she?
Yeah, speaking of which, both the girls gone to Mexico. And then their poor old mother is trying to load up the vehicle all by herself.
Yeah, in her house coat.
Almost. It was my old coat anyway. Yeah, it took me forever to load up the car. I forgot how much work
You only
that is.
brought one dog, didn't you?
No, I brought two.
Oh, remember our truck? How full our truck was?
There were several times as I'm loading the van, and I'm like, I don't know how I did this back in the day. I don't know how I did this. And it was
Did we go to a dog show with less than 15 dogs? Usually, like if there was a special trip.
That was a breeze. No, it was insane. And it was so cold the day I was loading. Well, it was on New Year's Day. It was so cold. And so I had my English setter and my corgi. I co-own a corgi with a friend of mine. So I had, yeah, so like not a lot of dogs, but it took me like 2 hours to load.
Why?
I'm not sure because my goal was to leave the house kind of around 9 o'clock. So for me, if I leave within an hour of my set time, I'm good. Yeah, I didn't get on the road until almost noon because a couple of things. I forgot Fanny's flexi lead here at my office, so I had to make a detour here to get the flexi lead so that, I can take her for a poop, and not in her crate or anywhere
In
else.
the
But
hotel room.
okay, that happened too, but whatever. And then I needed my dolly, my wheels, and I forgot I used them for my band concert. And I also used Darren's truck, and I left them in the back of Darren's truck. And where was Darren? Well, Darren was at work. And it's not that his work is, it's kind of on the way out of town, but it's not really on the way out of town. So I had to make another detour to go get my wheels because there's no way I was going to be able to unload at that dog show by myself without my wheels.
Most times I just have a beagle and a border terrier, and I need wheels.
Yeah. So I had to think a lot because I didn't have anybody to help me.
Yeah,
and you have to like coordinate your movements and
left foot, right foot, left foot, right
foot. And then, and then there's Fanny alone is just.
Well, I can see her being a lot of work.
Chaos.
Yeah, I've only met her a couple of times, and
Oh, that's right. When she came to your house one time.
She's a lot of work.
Yeah, she's busy.
Even Clark left the room. I'm not dealing with this.
That's how the corgi feels. The corgi hates her. Just hates her.
Clark looks at me like, "We're not keeping this, are we?" No, it's okay. It's okay, Clark. All right, just checking.
Yeah. So, but she showed well this weekend. I was happy with how she showed, and then I went and I got her hips and elbows done on Monday. I went to the clinic there to get her OFA certification.
Whenever you say hips and elbow, I always think of the line in Wayne's World when they ask him what he does for a living. He's into not Mr. Big, the guy that sponsored the show. I forget his name now. Somebody's arcade. But how did he originally get his money? He was into luncheon meat. Hoofs and beaks or something like that.
Oh, right. Beaks and feet? Like was it beaks and feet? Maybe I can't remember. Maybe. It was funny.
But whenever you say hips and elbows, I think of
hips and elbows.
World.
Yeah.
Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent.
So, but we had good weather, and we also had to battle with the World Juniors because the World Juniors was right there.
Yeah.
Right there at the facility that we were showing at. You know what? It wasn't that. I didn't find it to be that difficult to deal with that. So,
Doug that to Canadian World Juniors.
Yeah, that was
actually they had a great series. They lost one game.
Yeah,
they did. Yeah. They lost one game in the whole tournament, and that made them down to bronze.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So then Doug Carlson went. They were going in and out and watching the games, so they had.
Yeah, he's a hockey enthusiast. Doug.
He is a hockey enthusiast.
Yes, we message back and forth often from games or watching games.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a good time this weekend though. It was good.
If I'd known, I probably should have gone out there because I would have just gone to the games with Doug and forgot about the dog show.
Yep. That's what he wanted to do. It was all good. It was all in good fun. Anyway,
I watched Palm Springs, and shout out to our Canadian judges at Palm Springs. We had Sandra Lex there, your brother Raymond, and Steve Denard was there. I think that's all the Canadian judges, though. There were some Canadian exhibitors, though, too, that did well. Like I saw Xander in the non-sporting group with the Poodle both days.
Yeah.
And obviously Penny, the Doberman that went best in show, was Canadian owned and bred.
Yeah.
By Greg and Teresa. Chan. And they were there celebrating because they had a roast to Andy Linton there too.
Yes, I heard that. Well, we knew that, and it was televised as well. I say televised.
It was live streamed. Yeah.
Streamed. I'm so old.
Big old ABC cameras.
NBC Sports.
Somebody with their phone, and so somebody because it was sideways, so the whole roast was sideways, and people kept messaging, "It's sideways, it's sideways," and no one fixed it. So I sort of tilted it part way before the screen flips itself, so I could
Yeah.
watch it. So I stayed up and watched the whole thing.
Oh, did you? Oh, good for
Yeah, I
you.
did it. It
That's
was fun.
shocking. That's shocking coming from you, because that would have been late for you.
It was late, but I love Andy, so I wanted to
Yeah.
watch. So there was
Yeah.
some good stories, and Bill McFadden was the MC, and Bill's hilarious. Like
He is.
he's so dry and he's so quick.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
That's good. That was good.
If
So it
anybody
was.
doesn't know, Andy, and they roasted Andy, and I don't think he's retiring,
Mhm.
but he's not well. He's
Yep.
finally come out, and there was rumors, he came out and told everybody he's been diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Mhm.
And it was diagnosed a couple years ago, and he was no one even noticed. I'm sure he told his close friends, and his family members, obviously, but no one really noticed. And I guess in the past couple months, he's starting to have noticing symptoms that have been stopping him from being able to do the things he could do without even thinking. Like he
Yeah.
still does it. Like I watched, he still Penny still looked amazing,
Yeah.
but you could tell that he was working at it more. So usually you don't even see Andy. He's such an incredible talent. You don't even see him. You just see his exhibit, and that's it. So, yeah. So he was. But you've met Andy, haven't you?
Yes, in passing. Like I know, I
Yeah.
honestly don't know him well at all.
He's incredible. He's the
Mhm.
nicest. Um, he has he's so calm about everything. Just one of the nicest people you want to meet, and
Yeah.
he's done so much in the sport with Top Dogs and Westminster wins, and he would never know. There's no air about him like that. He's just Andy, and he's always giving. He's always trying to help somebody. Be it juniors, be it his assistants, be it anybody who asks him. He's an
Yeah.
incredible individual, and I don't know him really well either. Like we're friendly, we hang
Yeah.
out. We saw each other in Orlando, and we hugged, and it was like we're friendly that way. But it's not like I've gone out and had beers with Andy. So I'm not like
Right.
that level with him. But I consider him a friend, and he was interviewed at the show, and it was funny. It wasn't funny. It was he started contemplating, talking about how he was feeling, and then he was saying he could not believe the kindness that was pushed upon him from the dog show. Like he said
Yeah.
something to the fact that anyone that thinks that dog shows aren't kind, well, he's experienced kindness and love from handlers, breeders, judges,
Yeah.
exhibitors, and he said something, if he were gone tomorrow, he'd be a happy man still because of the kindness he was shown throughout all this, and even before. Like it's just, how could you not be kind to someone like Andy? Like he's
Yeah.
really incredible. He's like, and I hope the best for him, and I know I
Yeah.
believe he's going to keep showing at least locally, and I'm sure there'll be days when he's not feeling up to it, but we don't want to miss seeing what he can bring to us, for us to, as I'm sure
Right.
there's more magic to come. So
Yeah, for sure.
just
For
the way
sure.
he is.
Well, that's great. Well, I'm glad that went well. And it
Yeah,
was long apparently too. It was quite a
yeah, it
quite
was a couple of hours,
yeah.
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 But it was like I stayed up and watched it. It was fun.
Well, that's
It was
good.
just nice to see everybody coming together for Andy, and
Yeah.
the stories, and
Yeah.
just have to read this message quickly, because I'm waiting to hear back from my doctor. So take the floor.
All right. Well, then we had some other sad news over the past few days. Unfortunately, Heidi Martin has passed. Heidi was a cherished and exceptionally talented artist, leaving a profound void in the dog world and beyond. Deeply respected and admired, Heidi's family name is treasured within the sport, and her contributions and passion touched countless lives. She will be mourned and dearly missed by everyone who had the privilege of knowing her work and spirit. Um, this is this is a great heartbreaking loss to the sport of dogs. Our deepest condolences go to the Martin family and to Heidi's dearest friends. And they're in our thoughts during this very sad time. So that was,
Yeah, I didn't know Heidi well, but she's come from the Martin family is a very
yeah.
long-standing family in the world of dogs. I believe Brian is her brother, and Midge Edna is I think she's her stepmother. I'm not sure. I think that's
Mhm.
how it went, but yeah, it's heartbreaking. And just the outpouring that you see across social media, know she made an impact on people's lives, and her
Such a
artwork. Oh, her
talented
artwork was
person,
incredible. It was
right?
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
our thoughts and prayers go out to the Martin family.
Yes.
It's a
Yep.
tough time of year.
Hmm. So we should carry on
Yeah.
with
So I'll just quickly. I was supposed to have a CT scan yesterday, and
okay.
I had it all scheduled out in my life to be able to make it to the hospital in time,
Yep.
get the CT scan. Well, then, as I was driving to the hospital, they called and said the machine went down. I'm like,
Oh,
so I told them, I said, well, I leave in a couple of days for 9 days. So I'm leaving Friday, which is the 9th, and I'm gone for 9 days, actually 10 days, like be home around the 19th or 20th. And I emphasized that. I said, I need to get it done beforehand because my surgeon has a follow-up when I get home.
yep.
So I just got a message now. They booked it for Sunday, January 11th. I've got to call them. So it's almost like you're talking to nobody. They
I
don't care
know.
what you're saying.
So difficult. It's so funny that you said that about this. You got a phone call about your CT scan. Well, I just got a phone call from like our sleep clinic here. My doctor put in this request because the girl told me July of 2024. I'm serious. And I just got the call and I was like, huh, I know. I remember my doctor
I've been
asking for
asleep since
that.
then.
I said, but I don't know. Do you know why he did it? And she said that she read the thing. It was like um, general tiredness and exhaustion during the day. I'm like, well, that still stands. So maybe I should.
You survived this long, so
I
you're
know. But
okay. You're
anyway,
okay.
but I have an appointment tomorrow. So
No,
they're right
it's
on
all
it
right.
now.
Only 2 years late, but it's all right.
18 months later, and we're in like Flynn.
Well, I'm gonna call these guys when I'm done here and explain
Yes.
to them that unless you bought or like a roadside CT scan for
CT
me,
drive through. This is not going
I'm
to
not
work for
gonna
us.
make it.
Yes.
Oh, the Lord.
Crazy.
Oh,
Oh,
Darlene, the
Lord.
Lord.
Oh, Lord. So, anyway, well, let's go across Canada while we can. Across Canada, presented to you by Show Scene Magazine. Show Scene, where every dog takes center stage. And as we know, there's nothing happening in Canada.
Yeah.
Nada.
There's
Nothing.
nothing across Canada
Zilch.
right now.
There may be probably some trials of some sort, but
Yeah, maybe.
no,
There used to
no.
be sanction matches this time of year.
Yeah, this is the sanction match, the season of the sanction match. But
Yeah.
there are no championship dog shows currently. But there were several shows in the U.S. and the Canadians attended, both to judge and exhibit, as we said, to kick off the 2026 show season. So Megan just put together a few of them for us, so that we
There's
had,
a lot of shows
yeah,
happening.
so
Yeah.
that we had a little something to talk about.
Something to say to you people.
Let's give them something to talk about. Anyway,
None about our singing skills, that's for sure.
no, I wasn't trying. Anyway, so this past weekend there was the International Kennel Club of Chicago
Yeah.
in Tinley Park, Illinois, and that's relatively new. I think their first year.
Illinois.
Illinois. Um, do you know you're annoying?
At least I'm not noising. Annoying.
You're noisy.
Stress.
I think last year was their first year that
Was
they.
it last year or the year before?
I can't remember. Anyway,
Yeah, it's not. The renewal isn't newer than 2 or 3
no,
years. So
no,
resurgence of the
no, not at
International
all.
Kennel Club of Chicago.
And then there was as we said, Kennel Club of Palm Springs in Indio, California.
Yep.
The Northeastern Illinois Kennel Club. Oh, that's part of the international. That's the same place as the Chicago show. Nolan River Kennel Club in Glen Rose, Texas. The Land Lakes Kennel Club, that's where I was in St. Paul, Minnesota. And then Don't you know? And then Clemson Kennel All Breed shows in Clemson, South Carolina. That's a big university town too. They have a big university, Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
I watch their football team. Merrimack Valley Kennel Club in West Springfield, Massachusetts. And Rubber City Kennel Club in Talmadge, Ohio.
Talmadge. Oh, do you remember going to Talmadge with me?
Oh, they all just run together after a
They were
point.
so cold. They were so cold. And back then, I think they've switched venues since then. But it was so cold.
When was the Buffalo shows? Like in Hamlin? Were they in February?
Yeah, right. Yeah, they were right after the Garden.
Yeah, because I remember going to those ones, and I remember those ones and like being all snowed in.
Oh yeah.
So many snowy shows. So many snowy shows. So, well, we got some Palm Spring winners here.
Yeah, I figured since we have a pretty good Canadian connection there, we might as well
let's do
let them know what our brethren are doing down south.
Yes. So for on Saturday, January 3rd, the Kennel Club of Palm Springs, the Best in Show, the winner was Grand Champion Silver Studio Be Curious, Just P Justice Hero, the Welsh Terrier, handled by Gabriel Rangel, owners JC Y Iguchi and Gabriel and Yvonne Rangel, breeders Y Iguchi. And then Reserve Best in Show was Grand Champion Platinum, Conquest Best of Both Worlds, the Doberman Pincer Penny, handled by Andy Linton, owners F&D Sparagna, and T. Connors Chan and G. Chan, breeders T. Connors Chan and G.
Chan. Saying Greg. Now they're the Canadian connection that day, but there's also another Canadian connection because Sandra Lex judged Best in Show. Our own Sandra Lex.
Yes, she did.
So that was a Canadian connection that day.
Who was Reserve Best in Show that day? Do we care?
You just said that.
That was that. Oh, never mind. And then on Sunday, January 4th.
Because there were 3 days this year, but it was Monday.
Yeah.
I don't know if she had. Did she get the Monday results? I don't think she did.
No, but I think we know who won Monday. Okay, so anyway, Sunday, Penny the Doberman went Best in Show. So that was fantastic. And then Reserve Best in Show was Grand Champion Bronze Random Riders Up, the Wire Fox Terrier, handled by Bill McFadden, owned by H. Dickey, E. Boys, and B. McFadden, breeder Bill McFadden. And
what's the Canadian connection there?
Eddie?
Steve Denard was judging.
Stevie was judging. Yeah.
Yeah, the big fella was doing best. He was pointing that day.
Yeah. Yes.
And then there was a Sunday show or Monday show as well. And
I think the Gordon won, didn't it?
The Gordon Setter did win. Red Tattrell was the judge. The Gordon Setter won Best in Show, and Reserve was the Black and Tan Coonhound.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the Black and Tan Coonhound, Raymond put that up in the group.
Did he?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
Yes. So then we were talking about when our shows start. And
like historically, what was our first show of the year? That's why I asked Megan to find out historically, because there was years it changed. So she came up with this list for us.
Yeah, so I always remembered it to be Elgin County.
Yeah, well,
wasn't that in London?
Yeah, but it wasn't. But when you worked for me, it wasn't the first show of the year.
I'm trying to think of. I did think it was that one.
No, it was usually like Chinguacousy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did we go to that one?
Yes.
Really? Really? Really?
But because Chinguzi didn't start until March, and that was our area's first show of the year. So
Oh,
that's why we did all the Buffalo shows in Talmadge or
oh, okay.
Florida
Yeah,
because we
we
had to
had
eat.
nothing.
We
Yeah,
had to eat over the winter.
there's slim pickings back then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could forage as much as we wanted, and but it's not easy. You have to
yeah,
get out there and make a living when you're a
yep,
handler, and we didn't have shows till March back then.
yeah, that's true.
You know.
Very true.
But if you look at it, it changed. Most recently, like as early as 2009, Elgin was the first show, and so was then the Ladies Kennel Club. See, when
BC.
was it AKC? There was an AKC show back then too. Alberta Kennel Club show back then, I believe, that was
Yeah,
the first show of the year
in
if we
February.
wanted to fly there.
Yeah, in February, I believe it was.
Yeah, and then we
Yeah,
have to come back and start in March. But I think the year I showed in Presario beef in '87, I started out at AKC, and I
yeah.
let Doug kick my ass for those 3 shows.
It's hard to go into
I thought
someone
this is a
else's
bad
area.
start.
Should have thought about this. Could have saved
Yeah,
ourselves a plane ticket.
rethink the plan. All's well that ends well, though.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, yeah,
But then I still remember. I remember Argus Kennel Club too. Remember
yeah, in
going
Thunder
up
Bay.
just to your show in nine. That was see, she's got it down as 2010. Well, I took chance
Mhm.
there in 1991.
Was it 91?
Yeah, 91 when I took chance there
Yeah.
because he won all the groups there. May have gotten the best in show there. I can't
I thought
remember.
you had a best in show, but also was Luke not at that show with you too?
I think so. Yes, but
Yes.
I think I that was the week before the garden.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
the weekend before the garden starts.
Yes.
So when we won those groups in the best in show, that's how I advertised them. Chance wins all 3 groups, the best in show,
On the garden weekend.
garden weekend in Argus, Thunder Bay.
Hooray. But I'll give us this. Our entries were way higher than they are now
Well,
back then.
because you were start of the year and people wanted a head start, so you got all the top dogs coming there because
You
they
did,
wanted the head start.
and at that time too, the airlines would allow you to fly with a
Right.
minimum of at least you could go with 3 to 5 dogs or whatever you could get on the plane. Because I
I'm,
always
I'm sure
remember
we, I'm
Luke.
sure I went, I'm sure Luke went. We went with Luke last that time, yeah.
I
'Cause
know, but
I think we walked into your house and that's when your dad welcomed me with a rum and coke.
of course.
That was 1991, Yvonne.
Oh, we were just babies. I'd
Well,
have
my
been,
son was born in '93, and he is now what 31,
yeah,
32 years right now,
yeah.
2026. So yeah,
That was crazy times. Crazy. Luke was so funny. Oh, geez, he was so funny. Because he was always so
oh,
late for the airplanes, and like,
he
fortunately,
was late for everything.
well, true enough. But
He
even
showed a
now,
Yorkie in his house coat because he was late for ring time.
there's nothing wrong with working in your house coat.
I can still hear coming.
Oh goodness, those were the days.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think like I've known Luke since junior handling. I'm pretty sure he was late for junior handling too. And they would hold up their coming.
he was busy. He was busy showing dogs. Oh,
Oh,
but yeah. But here's some like
for
in the
Doc
other like
Brown. That's when he showed glasses for Doc Brown. He was a kid.
yes, yeah. And Quentin Laham too, wasn't it?
Did he show for Quentin Laham? I don't
I
know. I
thought
know.
he
I
I
know he
thought he
showed. Well,
did.
no, he did, but that was later in his career when he showed for
Oh, okay,
Quentin and
okay.
Betsy.
Sorry.
He was a kid when he
Right,
showed
right.
glasses for Dr. Ellen Brown.
Yeah.
Like he was a kid. I have photos of me setting up the Lhasa and him setting up one of my Doberman or my Cocker. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
And we're like 10 and 11 or 11 and
He's a
12.
really good Doberman handler, you know.
He, Luke
Yeah.
is underappreciated. He's a good handler.
Yeah,
He's a
I was
good
just about to say
all-around
that.
handler.
I was going to correct myself, but I remember watching him show. He actually covered a Doberman for me. Some show he came to Thunder Bay, and I was I was astonished because you're so used to just seeing him with like I was
Right.
just used to seeing him with Westies, Shih Tzus, the occasional Cocker.
Yeah, but even the cock was out of his realm, and he was top sporting dog the first year he showed one.
Yeah,
So like
that's Luke for you.
he's a
That's Luke
very
for you.
good handler.
Oh
He
yeah,
just
for sure.
he chooses to direct it at the drop coats.
Hmm.
But I don't think he shows Westies anymore. But when he showed Westies up here,
Oh,
he won all the time.
all the time. Oh yes.
I'm sure he
So
still could if he wanted to, but he's busy enough with the Yorkies and the Shih Tzus and
yeah,
Maltese and
no need to throw anything else into the mix.
no. But he
Yes.
was a good handler. He is a good handler. He is a good
Yes. So yeah, then a lot of the out west shows they would pop up first too. Like I see we have Wheat City Kennel Club. I think they still do have a February show. And that's so cold in Brandon, Manitoba.
Oh,
Oof.
Brandon. I remember
Oh
taking Lucky, the Saluki, to Brandon, flying to Brandon, and it was so cold she wouldn't pee outside. I had to put paper in the bathroom in the hotel room to let her pee. She would not pee outside.
no,
No.
no, I don't
And
blame her.
and there was the hotel that was right across the street from the venue, so we
Mhm.
tended to walk across in the morning. No, we drove across each morning. We got out, started the rental van, waited for it to warm up, drove to Tim's, drove to the dog show that was within eyesight.
Yep.
And it was so cold it burned your lungs.
Oh
That's
yeah.
how cold it felt.
Well, even but you have to watch even though walking them in the cold because their feet get like
Oh,
their feet.
Lucky. I don't know if you remember Lucky, but
Yes,
she
I do.
she she was a bit
Luxtrous.
dramatic.
He was in her
So
quiet,
she'd come in the
subtle
hotel room
way.
on three legs, right? You gotta carry me tomorrow. I'm dying, dying out here. I only walked you down to the lobby, Lucky. Oh,
Yep. So anyway, there was that's the some of these shows that were our start for the year. So what
yeah.
starts first this year?
Wildwood, I guess. You know,
Wildwood,
and
yeah.
Evelyn Kenny.
And then and Evelyn Kenny, yeah.
But Evelyn
Out
Kenny's
west.
after Wildwood. I think it was Wildwood, then Evelyn Kenny. So Wildwood in Ontario, and then Evelyn Kenny in Alberta.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's something on the coast or not, NBC then or not, but
I
I
don't
don't think
know.
so. I don't
It
think
doesn't
so.
seem to be. Doesn't seem to be.
Evelyn Kenny has turned into a big show that time of the year, and it's a good starter for a lot of
Yeah.
dogs. I think I started there one year with the Irish Setter, so
Hmm.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it's a Wildwood is one of the of Dean Dennis's shows that he has here in January. I think
They and Wildwood almost does like back to back shows, don't they have?
well they used to. No, that's Woodstock Kennel Club. That's
Oh, is
two
that
different kennel
Woodstock?
clubs, just
Oh,
held in the
okay.
same venue in the same town.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Woodstock Kennel Club is Alex and Cheryl Smith,
Yep. Yep.
photographers from
Yes.
yesteryear.
Yes.
Alex
Yes.
still makes the trophies.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did
how
it's
about that?
woodworking. And he makes
Ah,
bowls and things like that. And they're the group prizes. That's the
hmm.
only time we ever see them, once a year at
Once a year,
Woodstock. Yeah,
just like Christmas.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It is just like Christmas seeing Alex
Yes.
and Cheryl.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
He doesn't wear his red hat anymore, though. He should wear his red
Aw.
hat so you know where he is, because you
His
always
red
knew where
hat and
Alex
his
was.
red vest.
Yep, but you just had to worry about it's a red hat. Like in the crowd, if
You
you
could see it.
photographer was close because there's his red hat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. I miss
but
those
yeah,
days.
those are the days when you like. I guess we have to get up. Our topic of the week. You're gonna do?
Well,
Oh, we haven't done the close. The show's coming up though. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Go ahead. Never mind me.
gonna be a nice short episode this week, folks.
I'm just excited. That's all.
Will's going straight to Kellen Bench. Oh,
Sorry.
it's so great to get old. Anyway,
It's
so
not
that was
age. It's
what was it?
excitement. Excitement for the oncoming year.
The anticipation is killing us.
Anticipation.
The
What are you, Sean Connery's daughter? Anticipation.
anticipation is killing us. So anyway, that was brought to you by Show Scene Magazine. Show Scene, where every dog takes center stage.
Center
Thank you.
stage.
Center stage. Thank you very much. So now our upcoming show is brought to you by Canuck Dogs, your source for Canadian dog show events online. So we have,
Online.
as we were just saying, Wildwood Kennel Club starting January 29th to the 1st. Closing date is on January 19th, and that's 4 all breed shows, limited shows for groups 1, 2, 4, and 5. And then in February, because that's going to be right around the corner, Crocus Obedience and Kennel Club in Brandon, Manitoba, February 14th through the 16th, and it closes on January 27th. And it has 6 all breed shows, 2 obedience trials, and 4 rally obedience trials. Why are you laughing?
I was looking at the waves.
Oh,
It's
weirdo.
like it's sort of mesmerizing.
Yes,
It's like,
yes.
yeah.
That's why I want to get a
Well,
fish tank for the office this year. I've got a line on one, a free one, but I'd
yeah.
like to get some fish.
Oh,
I
you gonna
haven't
put fish
broken
in
the
it?
news to Carolyn yet, but I think we'd like to get some fish.
Like
Anyway,
bass, so you can fish and stuff. And
no, I'll go to the lake for
offer
that.
it to your clients as they
No,
walk in. Here,
I like
like the
fancy
exhibition.
goldfish.
Oh,
Orandas. I like orandas. Okay,
yeah.
anyway, back to this.
Not much meat on those though.
Yeah, well, they're an appetizer. Ladies Kennel Club of BC, little sushi. In Chilliwack, BC, February 20th through the 22nd, closing on February the 4th, and that's 3 all breed shows. And then finally, we have Woodstock and District Canine Association, held in Woodstock, Ontario, February 20th to the 22nd, closing on February 4th. And that's 3 all breed shows and limited breed shows for groups 1, 5, and 6. And nothing is closing next week, just to let you know.
No,
Nothing. So we're not
I'm
going
just
to have a
making
show
notes.
next week, are we? Because you're too busy.
Yeah, I'm away, so I think it'd be too difficult to
Yeah.
get it done. Like if there's a possible way, I'll ask Doc if there's a way to do it, but it's gonna be
We'll
tough, I
see.
think.
We'll see. I'm pretty busy too. I got lots of stuff to get done before I go to the garden.
Yeah.
Lots.
And
Like
then we're away during the garden, so we got to figure out how we're gonna do that one.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still haven't booked my plane ticket for the garden. I got to do that
I
today.
think the Boxing Day sales are over.
They are, but there wasn't anything. I figured out that I can't fly Fanny out of Thunder Bay, but I was talking to Mandy and Doug. We have some options. So
You're gonna fly with Doug in his van.
no, well, that is Plan C. So on to Plan B, which is flying
On to Plan 2.
Number 2 is to fly out of Minneapolis. Fingers crossed with Fanny. I got to book that. I got to figure that out today. Today. Because Expedia.ca says the chances of my
Well,
ticket.
Sean Nichols.
I know. I've asked him.
I
and
know.
I
What's
need
the
to
name
get.
of his travel agent? Oh,
Don't look at me. What about you? You should know it too.
why I do show scene travel agency.
Anyway, we'll have.
I think we should have Mr. Nichols on the
Yeah,
show
we should have
to
Mr.
talk
Nichols
about his
on.
new venture.
Yes.
He's offering travel agent services for
Mhm.
the dog
All
show
kinds.
world. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
all kinds. Not just to dog shows too, like everything.
No,
Cruises.
but he's going to
cruises.
specialize in. Like, there's
Yeah,
a lot of judges and handlers and breeders that do
and people like
fly.
me. Yeah, that
Yeah.
need assistance. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, nothing closing this week. So now it brings us on to this.
Ringside Travel Professionals.
There we go.
That's what it's called. Destination and Dreams.
Well done,
Your
Sean. Well
cruise
done.
director, Julie McCoy. Oh no, Sean Nichols.
Sean Nichols. Yes. Okay, let's do this week's topic.
All right.
It's good. It's
Ready.
a good one. It's a good
All
one.
right, ready.
People want to know. They want to
Who
know.
wants to know?
Yes. So this is brought to you by sponsor Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, where your success is our success. Your success is our success. All right. So this week's topic is goals for the new year and how to plan for success.
Yeah, so that's an interesting topic because a lot of people don't think about that when they say, "Oh yeah, I want to be top 3 in my breed." Well, that's great. How do you proceed
Yeah.
from there?
Execution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never really had a plan. It's because What did you say? What did you just do?
Nothing.
I didn't really have a plan.
I know.
I didn't like passing a dog show to go to a dog show. I kind of
Yeah.
like to stay in my own area code.
You've always been like that. Stay within your own area code. You fortunately live in an area code that you can stay
A lot of
within.
dog shows. But I remember certain clients be yelling at me after a certain weekend where you weren't successful. Well, if you'd gone here, so and so and so and so were judging. I'm like,
You got more like that as you aged. When you were
yeah,
younger, you went to
I had more
shows.
of a travel bug when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
You were more enthusiastic that way. Yes. So, but I think the first thing that anybody, if when you're looking at this year ahead of you, is just set the goal, like set a goal, like and a realistic goal. You
Well,
know,
that's the thing. People aren't realistic. Like as a handler, if someone called me and said, I have Fifi here and I want you to be top terrier or whatever. I never said I would be top terrier to anybody. I would never be top.
no,
We would do our very best and see where we landed.
yep,
And that's all I would say to them
yep,
because you're setting yourself up for criticism if you say, oh, I'm going to be top dog all
no
right.
problem. Exactly, exactly. Yes. And then and that's the other thing too is you have to be realistic. Like, you know, and not just about your dog, but yourself as well. Like showing dogs takes a lot out of you. Like I am
It's
exhausted
not
from
just
my
the
weekend.
finances, it physically is hard on
Yeah.
you.
And
So.
mentally, and as we all know, this is a game. And
And most people have real jobs, so they show on Sunday and they have to be to work on Monday.
Monday, exactly.
Not saying that showing dogs isn't a real
No.
job, because as a handler, when you show 10 dogs a weekend, you are kaput when you get home. You
Yeah.
still have things to do because they're live animals. You have to look after them. But if you have your one dog that you're saying, okay, I want to be top whatever that year with my one dog, it's still taxing on your body to
Yep.
have to do that all weekend and then go to work Monday morning.
Yep.
So
You come home, you got to go to work on Monday morning. And then, you and I both know as if you're showing a dog and you have to keep it in condition, Monday or Tuesday, there's a conditioning bath. Like you got to get all the
yeah,
crap out of their hair from the
we
weekend.
always gave them one day off. We like
Yeah.
always Monday
Yeah.
or Tuesday, depending on when we got home. We gave them
Yeah.
a complete day off where they can just be nothing but dogs. And then we would, and they were always dogs. Maybe we
Yeah.
started little things.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know, if they
Exactly.
were gonna get treats and get off their show diet, they were Monday,
Under
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
There was a
Exactly.
Monday, Tuesday were their cheat days.
Yeah. Exactly. So, um, and then, sit down and like plan for the year. And sometimes, maybe, and like when you make a goal for your year, it doesn't mean I want to be number one this or I want to do like maybe your goal this year is to hit both your nationals,
Yeah.
you
Or
know?
do better than you did last year, or
Yeah. Yep.
achieve a best in show winner,
Yep.
or a specialty winner, or something.
Yeah. And I mean, in that goals are, and that's the thing, goals are very personal. They don't, and they don't have to be grandiose either. If you just want to, be more consistent with
Or
whether it
you want to
be,
just improve yourself
yeah,
as a handler or
your
groomer or
trimming,
whatever.
your
Those are all
handling,
goals. Yeah.
for sure,
Attend
for
more
sure.
seminars, attend more grooming seminars,
Yep.
attend classes, go to dog shows and work for a handler and see how they trim that breed. And
Yep.
you can learn that could be all kinds of goals.
Yep.
You know.
For sure. That, yeah, it doesn't just have to be, I want to be number one of this or,
No,
and
like
then,
all being of Earth, space, and dimension.
yeah.
After that, I want to go to Florida.
This is me. After that, I'd like to have a nap. Um, so, and another big part that I think catches up with people, and we just don't realize because it happens to me now because I'm no longer a handler. Is your finances going to
And once
dog
you're
shows
paying the bill, once you're
and you
footing the
start paying
bill,
the bill?
it's a
Holy
little bit
crap!
different. Like I remember when Adam worked for me, and Adam was a clumsy teenager, right?
Yeah,
He would break things. He thought as long as I had a checkbook, I could pay for it. So after he went out on his own, he called me one day. He was getting gravel for his new kennel. He's like, "Stuff's expensive. I'm really sorry for what I did to you." So it's okay. I knew it would come around. You'll see.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now
And
you
so
got
like
a checkbook.
yeah. And so with your finances, like that's the thing, like hotels, the cost of hotels, just, travel alone, unexpected vet bills while you're on the road. Like, look, I took Fanny on just a cruise with me to go to the Nova Scotia Ductolar National, and she had a bladder infection that we had to get taken care of, you
And
know?
car problems. Like I remember when I worked for Bobby Stebbins and Linda, we broke down on the way to the Florida circuit, and we were stuck in this little town. I want to say in Georgia for a week, waiting for the
Jesus.
truck to get fixed.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Well, remember the
dogs were
time
all in
we
the
broke
truck.
down? We broke down on the way to the garden, to the combined specialties in Grandma Sharon's van. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that year.
Yep. Oh yeah. Never mind. But no.
But I remember that, like I was the assistant then with Bob and Linda, and we had a bus full of
Yep.
Goldens.
Yep.
Well, we weren't leaving the bus full of Goldens at the garage by itself, so someone was elected to stay in the bus.
I wonder who that would have been. Hey, kid.
Yeah, that
Yep.
was me.
Yeah. Yep.
I did get fed and watered though. I was
Well, that was good. Did someone walk you?
yeah.
Did you get to burn off some
And it
energy?
wasn't a week. I think it was like 3 or 4 days. But and it was,
Yeah. Felt like a
Bob.
week.
It did, but Bob made the best of it. Like we were in a small town somewhere. Well, he looked around, saw where we could go and do touristy things while the truck
Yeah.
was there,
Yeah.
and we always made sure someone was with the dogs. And
Yeah. Well, that's all
just
you can do. You can only make the
yeah,
best of it when
he did. He did.
crappy things happen.
Yeah.
Yep. So so anyway, be mindful and make a financial plan. Like if you're in if and that's the other thing. I can never understand people that just spend all the like it's I mean
Oh,
it's a
going to the hole because of their dog. Yeah.
right. You can spend all your money on your dog. Go right ahead. Don't go into debt over this, in my
Right.
opinion. It's like
And there have been
oh,
plenty
lots of
that do
people.
that. Plenty.
We
So
know
like
lots.
be realistic and
Yeah.
be there. Like don't hurt yourself trying to be top
No.
whatever. Like
No.
there's
No,
lots
it's
of dog shows, and you don't want to be paying for this the rest of your life
yeah.
because, yeah, you get a certificate. Well,
Yeah.
you might have
Yeah.
to burn that to keep your house warm.
Right. You're gonna sell any trophies you won on
Yeah,
on
exactly.
Facebook Marketplace to pay the mortgage.
It's
But
awful, and that's extreme, but it has happened where people have
oh,
gone into
it does.
huge debts.
And
I know
it
client. I think back before I was a handler of clients that went bankrupt because
yeah.
of their dogs.
Yeah.
Like I remember one client of us, a very famous handler in Ontario, that owned a chain of stores, and he went bankrupt paying for because ended up owning 3 or 4 specials with different handlers. So he was like
Yep.
he was sponsoring all these dogs, and he went bankrupt.
Yeah.
So
Yep. So just be mindful of your finances and set a limit. It's just like betting. Set a limit for
yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
Set a limit for yourself because it's not, if you blow all your money and you go into debt this year, you know what? Your dog might look really good next year. And then what are you
yeah,
going to do?
yeah. What can we sell to enter Sudbury?
Oh, then when you're living in your car and you can't afford the entry fees even.
Someone offers you $20 to drive a van over the border. When you wake up, you'll be in a prison in 10 years.
Anyhow,
I think it's a bit
oh,
extreme, but you know what we're trying to say.
we're just trying to explain, folks. Just trying to explain. So, and keep and revisit those financial needs as well as a contingency plan. Maybe at the beginning of the year, because this happens often. Beginning of the year, you come out of the gate strong, strong, and then by mid-April, things aren't looking so good, and then by
Well,
August, everything's just down the toilet. So,
it's funny because I got some pretty big winning dogs from people that started off as owner handlers, and they decided it was cheaper to send it with me than for them to go on the road themselves.
yep,
So,
Paying for a portion of a hotel room is a lot
Yeah.
easier than a
Instead of everything.
whole hotel room. Yeah, it's so true though. It's
You know,
so
it is.
true.
It is. It's true. It's
So,
true.
and
This
then,
isn't
and
an
you know,
advertisement for handlers either. It's just
no,
life
it's just,
experience.
yes, we've been around the block or two, not our first rodeo. Yeah, so have a contingency plan. And you know what? And if your goals can also change through the year as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
have,
you kind of let your dog set your goals.
yeah,
It's like when a client said to me, "Well, who's you going to stay on for best in show? Who's the priority?" I always told them I let the dogs decide who the priority is that day. That if I feel the English setter has the best chance for going best in show, he did it. He set the priority. He did it himself. It
yeah,
wasn't me saying I'm going to stay on the dachshund for best in show at 8 o'clock in the morning. I waited
yeah,
till the day was part way. I let them. So the same thing with your goals. Your
yeah,
dog may overachieve, and for all you know, you're winning best shows every weekend. You think, oh, I better keep going. So
exactly. And or the other way, or
mm,
for people with like for myself this year, I know I want to show Fanny a bit, but I also want a breeder. So depending on when she comes into season, if and when she comes into season and all of her health clearances go through, that could be
yeah,
there could be my change in my plans, right? So I
yeah,
may not be able
sure.
to go to any of my nationals, which is my other goal, because her cycle might just trash that plan, right?
Oh, many times that's happened to careers.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
where they were being bred, and that was that.
Yeah.
And set a budget too, and don't go over the budget. I remember when I showed for Mr. Vortman,
Yep.
he had a budget for his dogs. I remember we were doing really well with the dog, and he stopped in October because he had reached his budget.
Which dog was that?
I want to say it might have been Nuska. I can't remember.
Oh, I think yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Niska. I remember Niska. Mr. Vortman. Mr. Vortman made me laugh because when he met me and he asked me where I was from, and I said Thunder Bay, and he's like, "Ah, Shaw Country," and that was like a big bakery here in Thunder
Yeah.
Bay.
And he was an incredible client because he
Yeah,
was very busy with Oak Run Farm bakeries and
yeah.
cooking all those
Vortman
things they
cookies.
made
Yep.
back then. And he also did all the buns and English muffins for McDonald's. So he
Hmm.
was very busy, but he set this is how much I'm spending on my dogs that year, William. If we overachieve, too bad, so sad.
Good on ya. You've got a
Yeah.
few months off now.
He's not because he said I'm not letting it get into my boat budget because he also had a boat budget. So I remember talking about it. I'm sure it was Nuska talking about, well, we're stopping because I'm not going to take from my boat budget to give to Nuska. I put so much aside for my dog fund and so much aside for my boat fund.
Good on him.
Yep.
Damn
Yeah, it
it.
didn't seem like good on him when I was stopping in October and she was
Yeah.
doing well.
Yeah, for sure. So, and then the other thing we often talk about is the advertising that goes along with, when you do a
Yeah.
campaign.
And
So,
try to get
and
the most bang for your buck too when you
yeah,
do it. So like
yeah,
really do a lot of research and see where your target audience is and don't just haphazardly, you know.
what? I just can't put an ad in just because? What?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
no. It's got to be a reason. Like you want familiarity in the dog world, but we're sponsored by a lot of magazines, so I don't want
exactly.
to. So
Uh,
advertise every week,
advertise as much as you possibly can. If
every week.
you've got a picture, do it.
Doesn't matter. Fourth, who cares?
Just
Get
get
your
it out
face out
there.
there. But yeah, just don't
Yep.
go overboard if you can't afford
Yeah.
of it if it's not in the budget. So
Yeah. And then wasn't it John Glover
no,
when
he
he
wouldn't
went?
advertise.
No, I know, but it wasn't now. It was one point when he went number one with Schroeder,
Schultze.
Schultze,
Schultz.
Schultze. He never advertised.
Not one advertise. I was
Not once.
advertisement enough, he said. If they didn't know me, and you had to know John, he was a huge personality, right? I'm advertisement enough. I don't need to advertise.
That was the best.
He was
That
the
was
best.
so good. Yeah. No. Anyhow, so and within that too, advertising budget for your
Yeah,
advertising.
for sure, for
You
sure.
know.
Just so you know, Yvonne, we're at 52 minutes. So
Oh, wow. We thought we wouldn't have enough to
it's
talk
just
about.
blowing right by. It's like nothing.
Look at us. All right. So we're going to speed this up.
Yeah.
And then there we have like the little bit of it's not a debate, but, going to Canadian shows versus going to US
Right.
shows.
Depends on your goals again. If you want
Exactly.
to achieve an American championship, you're going south.
Yep.
You can't get
Yep.
it in Sudbury. You got to go south.
Nope.
So
Nope. Or in Thunder
they
Bay.
don't award AKC points at Sudbury.
They don't. They don't. So, and that and there within itself, like I didn't even know because I don't know how to count those points, but apparently Fanny, she became a grand champion in America. So check.
There you go.
I did it. So there's
But also take into account your budget is almost cut in half by going to America.
yes, exactly. Exactly. I got a really good hotel rate and still once the smoke cleared, so to speak, I'm like, yeah, anyhow. So those are just some things to keep in mind when you're thinking about your goals
It's a
for the
long
year.
year. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So
It
take
is a
your
marathon.
time and do it on purpose.
Yep.
Like plan out your schedule. Like if you didn't do well under Yvonne and she's on a panel next time, don't enter under Yvonne.
Don't or let me wait and think about it for
Exactly. Let her see the error of her ways.
right. But it's true. And and the other thing is this is supposed to be something enjoyable. So if you decide that you're not having fun, maybe, things in your life have changed, these goals,
Or
they're
you're
not
putting too much pressure on your dog.
yeah,
Because that
these aren't set in
happens.
stone. They should be fluid and they can change as you need them to
Right.
change.
Yes,
But
exactly.
the easiest thing to do is just to set a goal so at least you know what you want to try and achieve. And maybe you might not get to it this year, but it may take 2 years and it may take 2
Yeah.
years and you can get to it
So
next
keep
year.
advertising.
Yes, so keep advertising. We'll be right back.
Anyway, move on to your favorite.
All right.
Say goodbye to the topic of the week.
So
Brought
that
to
was
you by
sponsored to
Leading
you
Edge
by
Dog Show Academy.
For Your Success is Our Success.
Is our success.
And what was this? So
Kennel and Bench.
brought to you by Pro Plan, Fuel for Life. So this was a year in retrospect in January of 1939 edition.
1939. So this is
39.
written by Mrs. Whitmore, probably.
Yes.
And you know how I always say that to Mrs. Whitmore? Well, I've had people say, we love that you keep mentioning Mrs. Whitmore.
I wonder if Mrs. Whitmore does.
Oh, William. That's not funny.
Yes. Okay, a year in retrospect. As the year 1938 slowly merges into 1939, drawing a shade on the past and opening a new vista before, a backward glance over the course we have traveled during the Jubilee year of the Canadian Kennel Club Incorporated brings up an interesting picture of progress. The past 12 months have been trying. There is no disputing that. Certain cankers within the organization.
I hate cankers. Saltwater rinse.
Okay, stop. Because I don't know where I didn't read this beforehand. I have no idea where this is going. Certain cankers within the organization, dormant for many years, have suddenly come to a head and burst. Their eruption was unpleasant, let us admit, and those hands on the helm whose responsibility it was to see the club through its troubles were often shaken and weary. Their actions were hampered by dissension among those who placed them in office and whose will they were anxious to fulfill.
What is this even about?
I don't know. I'm trying to get to it, but it's very word salady. But with a thoroughness that
What are
always
you trying to do to us? Is this made up?
like Megan, do you realize how tired I am when we get to Kennel and Bench?
It's made up, Megan.
But with a thoroughness and always characterizes capability, management, they took the action that they themselves thought prudent, and in so doing, they have paved the way for an easy and a permanent remedy for a difficult situation. Okay, so whatever happened.
Yeah, Just leave it with that. I think that we don't need to go on. Let's go on to the next part. Next part's more exciting.
What's that?
Look
Well, I
down,
don't.
scroll down.
Well, I don't have to scroll. I'm reading.
Oh,
Well,
also in the 39 edition, the 63rd annual Westminster Kennel Club. And what? Look at that. You have the ad in front of you.
yes, I do.
What's different about it? It's 3 days.
Oh, I just looked at that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
hadn't
it's
got to
3
that part.
days.
I was like, ooh,
It's a
3
picture. What
days.
did you? What were you doing? I hadn't got to that part. What did you get stuck? You get stuck on sensation.
I was looking
Oh,
at the
look at
dog.
sensation.
I was making sure it was still the same one.
Monday, Tuesday, and
And
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
But you look at the dates, February 13th, 14th, 15th. How many times have we been there on Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day. And now
So
they
many
bumped
times.
us. Now they bumped us up a week earlier.
We're a week early, so we're not going to
Yeah.
hit Valentine's Day, which never mattered to me because I don't think it's a real holiday. But all
Yeah.
those ones that used to go out and buy flowers and stuff for their significant others at the garden.
We're off the
Oh
hook this
well.
year.
But it's
Yes.
incredible that it was 3 days. I wonder what the breakdown was because there were only 6 groups, so obviously it was 2 groups a day, I guess.
Well, and this year, February 13th was Lincoln's birthday. That's what it
Oh,
says. And a win at Westminster assures international prestige.
prestige.
Prestige
Prestige
worldwide.
worldwide.
Um,
The entries closed January 14th. That's excellent.
yeah,
What else
limited
does it
to
say?
limited
Mail
to
your entries.
3,000 dogs. All
Limited
entries
to
will have been.
3,000? Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Show
cool.
superintendent, Foley Dog Show Organization Inc.
Yeah, Foley Dog
Foley
Shows.
Boys.
Secretary was Joseph C. Hoagland, which I don't know who that is. But that's incredible that it was 3 days back then and 3,000 dogs was the limit. But
I
and
just
to
got my
think,
notice in the mail. I got my notice in the mail from MBF just
That's
to say
nice.
that my as soon as they audit my entry, apparently
What?
they still have to do that. I don't know that.
So they've received your entry.
Yeah,
They didn't tell you that your dog is in
no,
yet.
right.
Yeah.
So, like, it's less than a month away now.
I know.
I sure hope.
But
I
back
sure
then,
hope I'm
back
not
in
buying a ticket for this dog that's not entered.
back in 1939, it hadn't even closed yet.
Yeah, yeah,
It doesn't close until the 14th.
yes. Well, that's pretty
That's
cool.
incredible. That's
Yeah.
incredible. Well, I hope your entry made it. I would. I don't want
I'm
you to be disappointed.
pretty
So
sure. Pretty sure at this point. But anyway, that was brought to you by ProPlan Fuel for Life.
fuel for life.
Yes. And I guess so we're not going to be here next week.
No.
We're not going to be here next week, but the week after we'll probably have some garden trivia, et cetera, to chit
Yeah,
chat
that's a good
about.
idea. That's a good idea. And
Always
maybe
thinking
Yvonne
here.
will. Maybe Yvonne will come visit you all on something while I'm gone. So to
Maybe.
keep you,
Or maybe I'll have a little
little
bit
puppet
for
show.
you.
Well, sock puppet of me and you. Do you like my ad campaign lately? Whether you like the Stay Classy dog shows and the Step Brothers?
Yeah. You psychopath. I've decided that AI is not kind to me at all. It always tries
well,
to
you
make
look
me.
odd. I look a bit like JD Vance in one of them.
I always look like some wrinkly old 65 years, 60, well, old
But
man.
it's confused some of our listeners. What's happening?
What's going on? Ooh, Yvonne looks really thin. Thank you.
They grow up so fast.
Yeah.
But that was funny when we put the first one out. They grow up so fast. The Step Brothers one. There was a bunch of people really liked it, and like 1 in 20 laughed, so they got it.
Meanwhile, everyone just thinks it's us doing a promotional.
Yeah, with matching sweaters down at the Bay Portrait Studio.
Sears.
Oh well, it was fun.
Geez,
That
I got a
happened one
headache
morning.
now.
I couldn't stop myself.
I know. I had to tell you to stop. Anyhow,
Oh well.
so
Oh well. Anyway,
Don't forget, click like and subscribe to the podcast. Check out us. Check blah 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 blah. Check us out on our Facebook page, The Dog Show Drive, Canadian Edition, or email your ideas, comments, and more at dogshowdrive@gmail.com.
That's us.
Oops.
Take us away.
So everyone who's driving to a show, or anybody who is here or in America, seatbelts on, glasses on. Stay safe. Till next time, guys.